Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Chocolate Sunday. Chocolate Sunday is the day we get together every year to raise money, eat chocolate at 9 a.m., and day drink without our children. It's a decadent week. We start with Halloween, where we extort people for candy, and now we do it on a much more professional and benevolent basis by raising money as we fill ourselves with sugar. So glad to be here with you over the next 50 minutes or so. We are going to update you on all that's going on with the association, as well as raise a lot of money for one of our favorite causes. My name is Peter Dunn, Pete the Planner. I'm a local media person is how we will do. There I am. It's not the same jacket, so don't think that's how he saves money. He has one jacket. That's not it. It's a different one. All right, so this morning, I'm curious, who is here for the very first time at Chocolate Sunday? All right. Now, when we do bidding for live auction items here in a bit, I want to see that many hands in the air. That was a test. That's a freebie. The next time you put your hand in the air, you will be driving or flying to Florida for 7 days in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condominium. So at least we know how that works. And who's here returning yet again to Chocolate Sunday? All right. See, they know how it works. They kept their hands down because they don't want to bid on something. All right. As we get started here, let's give thanks to all of our sponsors, beginning with our presenting sponsor, the Fitzgerald family. Our signature sponsor, Eli Lilly. Our major sponsors, the Law Office of Claire E. Lewis, Story Cottage and Senior Home Companions. By the way, congratulations to Story Cottage for opening their brand new facility there in Carmel. So congrats to them. Lovely facility. And finally, the Aegis Society, the Chocolate Sunday's Giving Circle of Community Leaders. Thank you so much for your support. And today would not be possible without all the volunteers for the Chocolate Sunday, so please give your generous round of applause for the volunteers. I now have the pleasure of introducing you to my good friend and the chapter executive director of the Alzheimer's Association of Greater Indiana, Natalie Sutton.
Thank you, Pete, for leading us through today's program. On behalf of the staff and the board of the Alzheimer's Association Greater Indiana Chapter, I want to thank all of you for being here today, and I want to echo Pete's thanks to our sponsors, the Aegis Society members, and our volunteer committee who made today's event happen. I'm excited to share a few updates on our mission and the work of the Greater Indiana Chapter. First, there's never been a more exciting time in Alzheimer's and dementia research. In September, we saw the most promising top-line results yet from a clinical trial for a potential treatment. And we're looking forward to more data and next steps. The Alzheimer's Association funded 6 new grants to support early investigators right here in Indiana. And I want to thank our partners from the scientific community who are here today. While we work toward this vision of a world without Alzheimer's disease and all other dementia, we also know that people need help now. And we're providing free, accessible, best-in-class services through our 24/7 helpline that offers information, referral, and care consultation, as well as education programs, support groups, and early-stage social engagement activities here in the community and throughout the state and throughout the country. Last year, the Greater Indiana chapter served 6,000 Hoosiers with these programs, but we're working to reach even more people, especially those in underrepresented and underserved communities, by expanding our volunteer base and developing strong partnerships in the community. And finally, we continue to advocate for policies that support our constituents. This year, Indiana passed and signed into law required dementia training for home health aides. And we continue to partner with the Division of Aging to develop a dementia strategic plan for the state of Indiana. There has never been a more exciting time in this fight. I hope you are as energized as I am by these updates and the work that I just shared. And I thank you for your support each and every day throughout the year, but especially today as we gather and celebrate this mission. Thank you.
You know, it's a big weekend for Meridian Street out here. We're here raising money for Alzheimer's research, and yesterday, thousands of people ran in a torrential downpour in a 25-mile-an-hour headwind to finish the Monumental Marathon. Is anyone in this room, did anyone run the Monumental or the half marathon yesterday? All right, let's give it up for this person. Eat as much as you want. You've earned the calories. All right, please help me welcome to the Circle City a new friend of mine. Her name is Stacy McKernan. She's with Flatibow Advancement, and here's what you need to know about Stacy. She is going to be the auctioneer this year. Why? Because we want this to go very well. She was born in Iowa, a second-generation auctioneer, grew up watching her father auction livestock, but instead of auctioning cattle here today, she is going to have a bedazzled microphone and high heels. Give it up for Stacy McKernan.
Thank you so much, Pete, for that lovely introduction. Good day, everyone. Again, my name is Stacy McKernan, and I'm with Flatibow Advancement, and I'm so honored to be serving as your auctioneer for this day. And folks, is everyone having a fantastic time today? Well, I am so excited to be here myself, and we are going to have a great time. And I want to start off by thanking the chapter for inviting me to this wonderful day of celebration. Having multiple members of my own family affected by Alzheimer's, I know just how important this organization is to so many people affected by this disease. So folks, of course we're gathered here to celebrate, but we're also here to join together to continue to make a difference. And one way you can make a difference today is by bidding on our fantastic live auction items. And we do have 5 phenomenal items that we'll be auctioning off here today. So at this time, I'd like you to make sure that you grab your bid numbers. Grab your bid numbers at this time. These bid numbers are your permission to play today. So I just ask that if you choose to bid on an item today, you raise your bid number high so that I can see you. So let's grab your numbers now. Pete, you got you a little warmed up earlier, but let's have a free practice round for everyone here today. Raise them up for me now. Raise them really high in the air. Maybe move them up and down, maybe side to side, maybe shake it like a Polaroid picture, right? Very good. Well, you are all warmed up and ready to go, so feel free to spend foolishly here today as it's all going towards a great cause. So I'll now pass the mic off to Pete, who will give us our description for our first live auction item. So take it away, Pete.
I'm going to do my best, Roddy. The first item up for bid is the Fun in the Sun Florida condominium. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, recently renovated cottage at Seascape Resort in Miramar Beach, Florida. It sleeps 6 or 30 very, very small people. 1 block from the beach with a heated pool, tennis, and pickleball nearby. You can hear the sound of the pickleball being played in your head right now. Single-story, easy access, private courtyard, and you can bring, the notes say, 1 well-behaved dog with you. I don't know the required disposition of any other family pets, but 1 well-behaved dog will do. It includes a $100 Tommy Bahama gift card, naturally, and a $100 Southwest Airline gift card. Available dates beginning next weekend, November 11th through the 18th of 2022, November 25th through December 17th of 2022, January 6th through the 31st of 23, all of April of 23, and August 18th through September 30th of 23. It is a 1-week rental. Reservations by mutual agreement with property owner. Stacy, take it away.
Thank you, Pete. And Pete, I think you had them at pickleball.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is the big seller for this. All right, well, folks, we have a lot of great items to sell here today, and this is a fantastic package to start our live auction with. Again, you get the week-long stay at this lovely Florida condo, which, again, can sleep up to 6 people and the well-behaved dog. So remember today that when you bid on these auction items, it's a guilt-free way to get something for yourself, all while supporting the Alzheimer's Association at the same time. So let's start this auction off strong here today. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to start it low and let it go. Who's ready to start me? At $750, $750. Where do I have $750? Give me $500. $500. Would you give 5? $500 here. I have $500, but I will take $750. I have $500 over here. Would you go $750? $750. Would you go $750? Thank you. And now $1,000. $1,000. Would you go $1,000 right here? But I'll take $1,250. Are you in for $1,250? She's in. $1,250 and now $1,500. Folks, this is where you applaud. We are already at $1,500. Thank you. $1,500 here. $1,500 is the bid now. $1,750. Would you go $1,750? $1,750, yes. And now $2,000. $2,000. Would you go $2,000? Ma'am, your husband is still smiling. Would you go $2,000? Sharon, $2,000. And now $2,250. Would you go $2,250 here in the front? We have $2,250. Now $2,500. $2,500. Would you go $25? And now $2,750. Back to you. $2,750. Would you go $2,750? $2,750. Is it your husband? I'm not sure. $2,750. Would you go $2,750? The bid is at $2,500. Would you go $2,750? He's still smiling though. Would you go $2,750? One more time. Thank you. $2,750. And now $3,000. $3,000. Would you go 3? The bid is at $2,750. Would you go $3,000? $3,000. Would you go 3? The bid is at $2,750. Would you go $3,000? $3,000. Folks, don't worry about how much you're spending here today. We have people keeping track of that for you, okay? Would you go one more time at $3,000? Would you go 3? The bid is at $2,750. Last call, asking at $3,000. And I sold it your way. Congratulations for $2,750. $2,750. Can I get the winning bid number, please? Could I get the winning bid number? It is 140. That's 140. Let's give them a big round of applause for starting us off here today. All right, Pete, what do we have for item number 2?
Congratulations on your vacation and an entire herd of Black Angus cattle. I believe you just won. I don't know. All right, next item up for bid is sports around town. The Colts, Pacers, and Butler basketball tickets for games between December 26th of 2022 and January 4th of 23. Suite tickets for the Colts and Pacers. And of course, there are no suites at Hinkle Fieldhouse, so you are mid-court row 2 at Butler basketball. The Colts, 4 tickets to the Chargers game on the day after Christmas. Suite US 39A, everyone's favorite, US 39A. It's a crowd favorite. Upper suite, 45-yard line, Colts side. Pacers, 4 tickets versus the Clippers to cheer and or boo for Paul George on December 31st. Suite 22 in the lower level. And of course, Butler tickets, 5 tickets, January 4th, 2023 versus DePaul. That's DePaul with an L because no one wants to watch Butler play a Division III team from Greencastle. So that is, it's a local joke, Stacy. Natalie didn't like it. She went to DePaul. Sorry about that. Anyway, so that's what we have in this lot.
Very good. Thank you, Pete. Folks, this is quite the all-encompassing sports package. You could buy it for yourself or for the sports lover in your life. Again, the seats for these games are fantastic, with the seats for 2 of the games in luxury suites. So let's raise some more money here today. Here we go. Somebody start me at $500. 500 where? Would you give $500? 500 here. And now would you give 1,000? 1,000 is bid. I have 1,000 bid. Would you go 1,500? Would you give 15? 15. And now $2,000. Would you go 2,000? I have the bid at 15. Would you go 2,000? $2,000. Would you give 2? Thank you. We have 2,000 bid. Now 2,500. 2,500. Would you go 25? 2,500. I have 2,000 bid. Would you go 25? This side of the room can jump in too. Would you go 2,500? 2,500. And I have 2,000 bid. Would you go 25? Give me 2,250. 2,250. Would you go 2,250? Folks, the value of this is over $6,000. $6,000. I have the current bid at $2,000. Would you go 2,250? 2,250. Would you give 2,250? The bid is at 2,000. Would you go 2,250? 2,250. Pete, tell me, how many seats is this all together?
Several.
Several.
No. Yes, I will give you more specific. There are 4 tickets to the Colts game, 4 tickets to the Pacers game, and 5 tickets to the Butler game in case you pick up a kid along the way. You're like, you know what, new guy, you can come too to the Butler game, and that's how many there are, Stacey.
Perfect.
No
I
problem.
love it.
Yeah.
I've got the bid right here at $2,000. Folks, this would be a steal at $2,250. Would you go $2,250? $2,250. The bid is at $2,000. Would you go $2,250? Thank you, right here in the front. $2,250. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. At $2,250. And back to you at $2,500. Would you go 25? They're in at 25 now. $2,750. $2,750. Take another sip of your drink, and this next bid won't sting so bad, right? Would you go $2,750? The bid is at $2,500. Would you go $2,750? One more time at $2,750. $2,750. It's like checkers. It's your move. Would you go $2,750? $2,750. Final call. Someone is getting a heck of a deal. Last call asking $2,750. New fire. Yes, thank you. $2,750. $2,750 is the bid. What took you so long? Thank you so much. I have $2,750 bid. Now $3,000. Would you go 3,000? They're in. 3,000. And now $3,250. Would you go 3,250? The bid is at 3,000. Would you go 3,250? 3,250. Would you go 3,250? Are we all? Yes, 3,250. Let's keep this going. Here we go. Sir, don't get mad. Get even. Here we go. 3,500. Would you go 35? 3,500. Would you go 35? 3,500. You know that no motion is not good for your neck, right? Would you go 3,500? 35. Would you get 35? 35. Final call asking at $3,500. They're back in. Yes, 35. We're not done just yet. I've got you in at 3,500. 3,500 here now. 3,750. Would you go 3,750? 3,750. Would you give 3,750? Final call asking at 3,750. And I have sold it your way. Congratulations for $3,500. Could I get the winning bid number, please? The winning bid number is 294. That's 294. Thank you so much. And enjoy the games.
All right, congratulations. All right, dinner for 10 is item number 3 with Bluebeard and Jephthah Creed. All the delicious cocktails you enjoyed this morning upstairs were brought to you by Jephthah Creed. And this item is Jephthah Creed Distillery will host a 4-course pairing dinner for 10 people at Bluebeard, which is a James Beard finalist restaurant. This private pairing dinner is in a private location on site at Bluebeard. Each course will have a paired cocktail with your culinary dish while being entertained with spirits education. Stacey, that's where they just talk about booze while you eat.
I can
Spirits
think
education.
of worse things, Pete.
Yes. I had 4 years of spirits education down on the Ohio River at Hanover College. Yes. All attendees, participants must be 21 years or older. There must be a 3-way agreement on a date and time between the venue, Jephthah Creed, and the auction winner. Take it away, Stacey.
All right, thank you, Pete. Folks, we do sell a lot of dining packages at our live auctions, but Bluebeard is extra special. And this 4-course tasting menu with the cocktail pairings will make this a dining experience for you to remember. So again, it's for up to 10 guests to indulge in fabulous food and drink, all while supporting our important work at the same time. So who will be our lucky winner here today? Let's start this one off. And $1,000, 1,000 where? I have $1,000 bid now, 1,500, 15. And now 2, do I have 2,000 here? I have 2,000 bid, now 2,500, 25 in the back of the room, I have 2,500 here. Now what do you get? 3,000, 3,000, they're in at 3,000. Now what do you get? 3,500, 35, what do you get? 35, thank you. Now $4,000, 4,000, what do you get? 4, 4,000, now what do you get? 4,000, the bid is at 3,500, what do you go? 4, 4,000, what do you get? 4,000, yes, thank you, we have 4,000. And now 4,500, what do you go? 45. The bid is at 4,000, what do you go? 4,500, 4,500, what do you go? 45, 4,500, 4,500, thank you, right here. 4,500 is the bid, thank you, at 4,500. Now $5,000, what do you go? 5, 5,000, now what do you get? 5, 5,000, they're in, yes, 5,000, we're at $5,000, thank you. The bid is at 5,000, now what do you get? 5,500, they're in, 55, and now $6,000, 6,000, I will stop you when you get too high, okay? We go $6,000. The bid is at 5,500, we go 6,000, $6,000. Would you like some encouragement from the crowd? I have the current bid right here. Yes, 6,000, we're at 6,000. 6,000, auction on, 6,500, now $7,000, 7,000, what do you go? 7, $7,000, $7,000, yes or yes, that's $7,000, what do you go? 7,000, the bid is at 6,500, what do you go? 7, 7,000, would you like some more encouragement? It worked the last time.
Stacy, did I mention there will be spirits education?
That is worth an extra $500.
And it has
Thank
to
you.
be.
7,000, are you in? Yes, they're in, 7,000. We have 7,000 bids. 75 here, and now $8,000. $8,000, it's so expensive now it doesn't matter, right? Where do you go? 8,000. The bid is at 7,500, where do you go? $8,000? 8,000, one more time at $8,000, where do you go? 8,000. $8,000. I have $7,500 bid. Where do you go? 8,000. He is almost done. Would you go? $8,000. Would you give 8,000? Final call. Yes, they're in at 8,000. We have 8,000 here. He's in at 8,500. 8,500. Would you go? I have 8,500 bid. Would you go? $9,000. 9,000. Would you give? 999? $9,000. Your only regret will be to lose it today, right? Would you go? $9,000. The bid is at 8,500. Would you go? 9? Final call asking at $9,000. And I have so much good news to share with you here today. I've got the current bid right here at $8,500, but our very kind donors of this package have generously offered to do 2 of them. Would our backup bidder also take the second package at $8,500? Are they in? They're having a conference at the table. $8,500, and I can offer you a second package. Are you in? She said yes! She said yes! Congratulations! I sold it your way. Can I get your winning bid number, please, for $8,500? Number 283. Thank you so much. Our second package, I sold it to you as well. Number 205. Thank you so much, folks. We just raised $17,000 on this one live auction item. Congratulations to you both. Thank you.
Remarkable. There wasn't even a $100 Tommy Bahama gift card in that pack, and we were still able to raise $17,000.
But there is a cocktail learning class, right?
That's true, and that's nearly 1 Bitcoin for those keeping track at home. $17,000. Item number 4 up for bid is the Rev Your Engines package. In my mind, I thought everyone's going to cheer when you crescendo. But it didn't happen. So you move on. Enjoy exclusive VIP treatment for the month of May at the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Receive 4 highly sought after silver badges for the entire month, which gets you into the track and up close and personal with the drivers in the pits and garage area. On race day, receive 4 pre-race cold pit credentials, which put you on the track beside drivers, celebrities, VIPs before the start of the Indy 500. You'll enjoy 4 reserved seats on race day in the Tower Terrace Grandstand and 4 exclusive hospitality passes to the sold-out Brickyard Club, including a fully catered premium buffet, complimentary drinks from the bar, and I'm sure someone will give you spirits education if you bid high enough, and 1 special parking permit located near your seats at the hospitality room. Stacy, this is always a crowd favorite. We're in Indianapolis. This is a big deal. Take it away.
Thanks, Pete. Yes, this one is incredible, and all of our live auction items offered today are spectacular, but this one is extra special. So this package is backed by popular demand. Again, it's the complete VIP experience at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Folks, this would be the experience of a lifetime, and this package would be a win for you, and it would be a win for those supported by the Alzheimer's Association as well. So last year we sold this package for nearly $13,000, so let's try to raise even more than that here today. Who will start me at 5, 4, $3,000, 3,000, where do I have 3,000 bid? Would you go 3? 3,000, now give me 2, 2,000, would you give $2,000? Thank you, at 2, 2,000 is bid, now 3,000, would you give $3,000? 3,000, would you give 3? The bid is at 2,000, would you go 3,000? This would be a deal at $3,000, would you go 3? The bid is at 2,000, would you go 3? Give me 2,500, 2,500, would you give 25? 2,500, thank you, 2,500 here, and now $3,000, would you go 3? She's in at 3, and now 3,500, would you go 35? 3,500, would you go 35? The bid is at 3,000, would you go 35? 3,500, would you go 35? The bid is at 3,000. Pete, this is the ultimate VIP experience, is it not?
It absolutely is. The silver badges, for those that know, it's a big deal. They're impossible to find. This was donated by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We got to get it done.
All right, thank you, Pete. Yes, this is incredible. I've got you in at 3,000. Would you go 3,500? 3,500. Would you go 35? 35? 3,500. Would you go 3,500? The bid is at 3. Thank you, 3,500 here, but I'll take 4,000. They're in at 4. 4,000 is bid now. 4,500. Back to you at 4,500. 45. Would you get 45? 45. 4,500. The bid is at 4,000. Would you go $4,500? 4,500. Would you go 45? Folks, don't let money stand between you and happiness, right? I've got 4,000 bid right here in the front. Would you go 4,500? 4,500? Yes, she's back in. 4,500. Now 5,000. Would you go 5? 5,000. Would you get 5,000? 5,000. They're in at 5,000. Now 5,500. 5,500. Would you go 55? You can buy the new car next year, right? Would you go 5,500? 5,500. Would you go 55? The bid is at 5. Would you go 5,500? 55. Still a steal at $5,500. The bid is at 5,000. Would you go 5,500? Folks, are we all in and all done? Last call asking at $5,500.
Stacy, did I mention there are smoked turkey legs?
Smoked turkey legs.
Smoked turkey. Have you ever had a smoked turkey leg?
Well, I have like at the state fair, but not at a speedway.
Not at the 16th and Georgetown location of a 2.5-mile super oval. Smoked turkey legs. Let's get the bidding up.
The smoked turkey legs are well worth $500.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I've got the bid right here at $5,000. Thank you. Would you go $5,500? 55. The bid is at 5,000. Would you go 5,500? 5,500 for the smoked turkey legs. $5,500. Final call. 5,500. And I sold it to you. Congratulations for $5,000. Congratulations to you. Can I get your winning bid number, please? Thank you. 110. That's 110. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's a steal.
That is a steal.
You stole that, ma'am. I'm going to call the IMPD on you. All right, last item up for bid, Pacers Night Out. 2 floor tickets to the Pacers versus the Memphis Grizzlies and their superstar Ja Morant. Ja Morant, get to see him up close and personal. Stand next to him on the court. You've got floor seats and wonder, why is he making millions and I'm working as a program manager for a pharmaceutical company? Imagine that. You can do that Saturday, January 14th, private parking pass, access to private restaurant, lounge, and restrooms, 2 floor tickets to the Pacers and Memphis Grizzlies.
All right, thank you, Pete. Folks, this is our last and final live auction item, but before we sell this item, let's put our hands together and give a big round of applause to Pete for being our amazing MC here today. Thank you, Pete. And again, this is our last auction item, and it is a fun one. This is a unique offering of the floor tickets to the January 14th Pacers game. Perhaps you might not want to buy it for yourself, although I don't know why you wouldn't, but it would also make a great holiday gift for someone, too, in your life. So let's finish strong with this last auction package. So start this one off at the very low price of $500. 500, where do I have 500 bid with? Thank you, 500. Now 750, yes, 750, and now $1,000. Would you give $1,000? 1,000, they're in at 1,000, now 1,250. 1,250 here, and now 1,500. 1,500, would you go 15? 1,500, thank you, we have 1,500 bid, now 1,750. 1,750, would you go 1,750? 1,750, thank you, on this side of the room, we have 1,750 bid. And now $2,000. 2,000, they're in at 2,000, and now 2,250, would you go 2,250? 2,250, now would you give 2,250? 2,250, the bid is at 2,000, would you go 2,250, thank you, and now 2,500. 2,500, they're in, and now 2,750, back to you, 2,750. 2,750, would you give 2,750, the bid is at 2,500, would you go 2,750? 2,750, you've run a good race, but you're currently in second place, would you go 2,750, the bid is at 2,500, would you go 2,750? Yes, thank you, 2,750, now $3,000, they're in at 3, and now 3,250, 3,250, 3,250. Folks, do we think she should bid just one more time at 3,250? The bid is at 3,000, would you go 3,250? Yes, 3,250, and now 3,500. 3,500, would you go 35? 3,500, thank you, and now 3,750. 3,750. 3,750, would you like to bid again? You just owned it a moment ago. Would you go 3,750? The bid is at 35. Would you go 3,750? Yes or no? I gotta go. Yes, 3,750, and now $4,000. 4,000, would you get 4,000? 4,000, you're wearing her out. Would you go $4,000? 4,000, they're in at 4,000, and now 4,250. 4,250, would you go 4,250? 4,250, the bid is at 4. Would you go 4,250? One more time at 4,250. Final call. 4,250. And I have SOLD sold it to you right here for $4,000. Congratulations. I have a feeling I know who is going to the game, right? Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Can I get your winning bid number, please? The winning bid number is number 277. That's 277. Folks, that does conclude our live auction here today. Let's give the entire crowd a big round of applause for their participation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stacy. We'll see you here in just a bit. So I'm so excited. I had the opportunity to dine this morning with our mission speaker, and I would like to introduce you to her now. So please help me welcome to the stage Dr. Toni Jean Dickerson, but everyone just calls her Dr. T.
Emulate. I just learned that no matter what cards you're dealt in life, that you deal with them and you create. My mother's name was Linda Edwards. Unfortunately, she was orphaned at an early age. I always marveled at the fact that she became such a mother figure to everybody when she really didn't have that image to emulate. I just learned that no matter what cards you're dealt in life, that you deal with them and you create what you want to be a part of. My mother started quilting at 50. I just realized my nieces and nephews aren't ever going to get a quilt from my mother. How about if I just pick up the mantle and start making them a quilt? As the Alzheimer's started to rear its ugly head faster and faster, it was as if I had a baby on my hand. I was cooking for her, cleaning for her, bathing her, feeding her, giving her all of her medicine. What people didn't realize was that where we were living, about 60% of my mother's Social Security was going for all of her daycare. I didn't want to admit that I needed help. I didn't want to admit that I was scared, and by myself. I felt really by myself. Hopefully, my telling her story, somebody will say, you know what, I'm in pain too. And oh, there's a group of people out there that's going to help me with that? Oh yeah, okay, I'll call them, so. There was a phase 1 where I was the caregiver, and there's the phase now where I get to be an advocate and I get to direct my guild members and my friends and the people that I meet towards help. And so the Alzheimer's Association has this 24-hour, 7-day-a-week hotline that you can talk to people who understand the disease, understand that there are feelings of alienation, loneliness, anger. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of those services that are there so that you don't have to feel like the walls are closing in on you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Dr. Toni Jean Dickerson, and you've just been served a delicious little slice of my mama's life. I stand before you representing just a small piece of the good she put into the world through her 8 children, her 10 grandchildren, her 10 great-grandchildren, and her 9 two-time great-grandchildren. I'm joined by her first grandchild, Alnita Renee Lee, and 2 of her great-granddaughters, Adrian and Emerson Red. And we would like to thank you, the staff of the Greater Indiana Alzheimer's Association, Innovative, and all of today's sponsors of this event from the bottom of our hearts, because you gifted us with this video and a reminder of how beautiful of a soul she still is with us. In the video, I used the phrase phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 was the years of being a caregiver for my mama. While it was a daunting task, I can't say that I was the worst for it. I learned a saying as a child that I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. That phase and all that I learned through it prepared me for what I am currently calling my phase now. This journey compels me to be an impact speaker, to create quilts with my guild to raise money through the Longest Day campaign, and even to volunteer to serve as a CARE, our Collaborative for Aging Research and Engagement Advisory Board member. CARE aims to increase brain health literacy and research participation in Alzheimer's and related dementia, or ADRD studies. We are focusing on Black and African American populations ages 45 years and plus and up in Central and Northwest Indiana to understand health disparities related to ARDR, or ADRD. The beautiful thing about being a CARE board member, an impact speaker, and especially a Longest Day participant is that any one of us in this room can take on the role of an activist to eliminate Alzheimer's. CARE board members volunteer to just simply listen and then give opinions about ways to disseminate information into communities that are underserved. An impact speaker just needs to be vulnerable and tell the story of the impact on Alzheimer's to our families. And if you're a Longest Day participant, you actually get the best job of all. Do you quilt? Do you can berries? Do you cut your own hair? All of those things you can do to participate in the Longest Day. And every one of us can share 800-272-3900. Any one of us can educate ourselves about the disease. We can offer a family member a reprieve. My daughter used to come to my house on Sundays just so that I could get some real good sleep. My best friend used to come and ride to the grocery store with me just so that my mom could sit in the car while I did my grocery shopping. You can send a caregiver a card. You can engage in a conversation with a person with Alzheimer's. You can give to help eradicate this disease. The Greater Indiana chapter works on many levels to impact families like mine. Partnering with the chapter helps me to grow my engagement within my community, and I invite you to keep growing in what you can do for your community and within your network. On behalf of every family member that ever lived with someone with dementia or Alzheimer's disease, on behalf of my family and friends, on my own behalf, I thank each and every one of you who bid today on these auction items. I thank each and every one of you who came out today because your conviction, your ability to give back to humanity says to me and every one of us that you see us no matter how we navigate through the world now. And we thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. T, for sharing your story with us today and for the wonderful reminder of why we are all gathered together today. Folks, let's give Dr. T and her family another big round of applause. Thank you. Folks, this is our moment to help the Alzheimer's Association accelerate research towards more treatments, prevention, and ultimately a cure. Today, in the next few minutes, we are going to make the greatest impact by raising as much as we possibly can to advance research, provide support for all those affected, and to reduce the risk of dementia. And of course, the more we raise today, the more we can support our important work. But this afternoon, we also have a personal goal, and that is a goal of participation. We'd love to see as many of you as possible consider giving at a level that is meaningful to you. And Dr. T encouraged all of us earlier to keep growing in what we can do for our community. And so we hope that you choose to give generously today to support families like Dr. T's and for so many of us in this room. So to contribute at a specific giving level, please raise your bid number high and keep it up until I say your number. And if you aren't raising your number at the time, you still have a job to do, and that is to applaud and encourage all those who are giving in the moment. All right, well, let's get started. Folks, to start us off with this afternoon, I have wonderful news to share with you. I'm thrilled to announce that we have received a generous starting gift today of $25,000. $25,000. So please join me in thanking David Clapper for this incredible gift and tribute in loving memory of his wife of more than 50 years, Betty. And Betty's love, counsel, and energy were invaluable to David and their two sons. And Betty was known for many things, including serving as a devoted caregiver to her own mother who had Alzheimer's. And David and Betty's generosity and leadership have been instrumental in the local Alzheimer's and dementia community. So thank you so much, David. Thank you so much for providing this incredible starting gift of $25,000. You are truly providing the inspiration for all of us to give generously here today, and we are so grateful for that. And may Betty's memory be a blessing to us all. So let's give David and his family another big round of applause for this starting gift of $25,000. Thank you again, David. So we open it up to all of you to ask if there is anyone else here today who would also like to provide a generous gift of $25,000. 25,000? Anyone else at $25,000? 25,000. Feel free to blink if you'd like to give it this level of 25,000. No problem. Well, you can't blame an auctioneer for asking, right? Well, folks, our next giving level is going to be $10,000. So please join me now for a generous gift of $10,000 right here. Thank you so much, number 207 for $10,000. Thank you, number 207. Thank you, number 172 also for $10,000. Thank you so much. And on this side of the room, look, folks, here we go. Number 136 for $10,000. Thank you. And number 182 also for $10,000. Thank you so much to you both. At $10,000. $10,000. Did I miss anyone else at $10,000? Folks, we just raised $40,000 at that one giving level. Give them a big round of applause. All right, let's keep up the good work. Our next giving level is going to be $5,000. So grab those numbers now. Join me for a contribution of $5,000 right here. Thank you, number 159 for $5,000. Thank you for $5,000. And yet another. Thank you, number 183 also at $5,000. Thank you so much at $5,000. Anyone else at $5,000? Well, folks, let's give a big round of applause to everyone who has contributed so far. We are truly making a difference here today with each and every one of your gifts. So let's keep working together. Please join me now at the $2,500 giving level. $2,500. $2,500. Is there anyone at $2,500? $2,500. Thank you for starting me. Number 146 at $2,500. That was 146. Right here we have number 113 also at $2,500. Keep that applause coming. Here we go. Number 156 at $2,500. $2,500. Is there anyone else at $2,500? $2,500. Very good. We are making great things happen here today. Folks, let's raise those bid numbers now and show your support for a gift of $1,000. 1,000 where? Who's ready to start me? Right here. Thank you, number 122 for $1,000. Thank you so much, number 155. Thank you, number 120. Thank you, number 102 for $1,000. Thank you, number 185. Thank you so much, number 161. Thank you, number 203 for $1,000. Folks, keep that applause coming. Here we go. Number 226. Thank you, number 292. Thank you so much, number 171 for $1,000. Thank you so much. Folks, we have another number 186 also at $1,000. Thank you. And number 211 for $1,000. 1,000. Folks, that was 12 gifts at the $1,000 giving level. $12,000. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Again, we appreciate each and every one of your gifts here today. Great work. Our next giving level is going to be $500. Join me now for a gift of $500. $500 where? Thank you, number 194. Thank you, number 115. Thank you, number 150. Thank you, number 222. Thank you, number 210. Thank you, number 234 and 208. Thank you, number 209 and 236. Thank you, number 106. Thank you. I have you in at 210. I've got you in at 210. Thank you, number 179 at $500 right here. Folks, look at this table right here at the front representing here today. Thank you. This table has a company match as well, so they are doubling their impact here today. Thank you so much, number 137. Thank you, number 132. Thank you, number 300 and 162. Thank you so much, number 128 for $50. Thank you, number 2 7 and 121. Thank you for $500. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. Each and every gift here today is so significant. Join me now for a pledge of $250. 250 where? Raise those numbers up for a gift of $250. Thank you, number 147. Thank you, number 148 for $250. Thank you, number 296. Thank you, number 145 for $250. Thank you, number 180. Thank you, number 116. Thank you, number 272. Thank you, folks. If you're not sure what to do with your hands right now, please keep applauding. Number 193. Thank you, number 117 and 141. Thank you, number 149 and 167. Thank you, number 289. Thank you, number 188 for $250. Outstanding. Well done. Folks, our last giving level is going to be $100. And before I ask at this last level, I'd like you to consider this. We have about 300 people in the room here right now. And if every single person in the room today gave a gift of $100, which is really just a few trips to Starbucks, right? We could raise $30,000 in the matter of about a minute. And that could help lead the way to end Alzheimer's. And I know many of you have given here already, and we are so grateful for that. But if you feel so inspired to give again at our last giving level of $100, we would appreciate nothing more. So let's finish strong. Who's ready to start me at a gift of $100 today? Thank you, number 142. Thank you, number 109. Thank you, number 143 and 141. Thank you, number 293 and 278. Thank you, number 236 and 235. Thank you, number 271 and 157 and 125. Thank you, number 225 and 171 and 169. Thank you, number 168 and 130 and 202 and 221 and 118. Thank you, number 163 and 288. Thank you, number 154 and 129. Thank you, number 153 and 187 and 299. Thank you, number 277 and 283. Thank you, number 290 and 134. Thank you, number 113 and 282. Thank you, number 133 and 231. Thank you, number 274 and 280. Thank you, number 297 and 104 and 269. Thank you, number 173 and 191 for $100. Well done. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. You are all a group of overachievers here today, and we are so grateful for that. We thank each and every one of you for your generosity here today. Let's give the entire crowd a big round of applause for this wonderful giving moment. And if you choose to give anonymously here today or at a level that I did not mention, you can still contribute by using GiveSmart. And you should have, or you will soon receive, a text message which will direct you to a page where you can give. So please know that a gift of any size is truly making a difference. So thank you again to each and every one of you for your incredible generosity here today. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Pete, back to you.
Good luck getting that song out of your head today. 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, no, all day. I'm going to volunteer at a kindergarten tomorrow. Teach the kids about numbers. Stacy, thank you. You can come from Minneapolis to Indianapolis anytime you want. You're always welcome here. If you didn't see it, there's a recipe, a chocolate cream pie recipe on your table. This is from Dr. T's mother, Linda Edward Lee's famous chocolate cream pie recipe. So maybe this Thanksgiving, as you share with your family, make this recipe and think of Dr. T's mothers. So please make that recipe. Well, that's all we have. We've spent an hour in here in this 95-year-old Masonic temple drinking booze and eating chocolate. I think that's enough. Let's all go home. Thanks for all your support, and we'll see you next year.